Hello students, Introduction to Management, Lesson 2. In today's class, we discuss the concepts related to management, meaning, definitions, concept and scope. We discuss in detail regarding the principles of management by Henry Fayol. We discuss regarding the need of principles of management, limitations of principles of management, evolution of management thought, management theories, and classical theories, namely bureaucratic, scientific, and administrative theories. So, first, let us have a clear idea regarding the concept of management. So first, let us have the meaning of management. Students, as you all know, management is the art of getting things done through people in formally organized groups. Management is the process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals working together in groups efficiently accomplish selected aims. So, whatever task or whatever goal they have to achieve, it can be worked out with the help of the group, and everyone they play their role, and for this the management it is the duty of the manager to see that they are able to do the task, and for that they design it and see that an environment to work takes place in the organization. So whenever we work in groups in an efficient way such that we can accomplish the whatever task which is assigned to us. And coming to the definition of management, we have a person by name Harold Kuhns. According to Kuhns, management is the art of getting things done through and with the help of people in formally organized groups. So you are using the people, with the help of people, you are able to see that things are getting done by them. So whatever task which we have assigned as a group, as a collective effort, they are able to fulfill or they are able to complete the task. According to Douglas, management is a process by which a cooperative group directs actions of others towards common goal. So we have a group which directs actions of others towards common goal. So everyone has a common goal. To fulfill that goal, a cooperative group, it directs actions of others such that the common goal is achieved. And we have two important persons, one by name F.W. Taylor and other person by name Henry Fayol. So according to Taylor, management is the art of coordination of all resources through the process of planning, organizing, directing and controlling in order to obtain stated objectives. So we have certain objectives for that organization. To fulfill these objectives, what we are doing as the management, it is the art of coordination of all resources. Whatever resources are available, we have to coordinate them. We have to plan, we have to organize, direct and control such that the whatever predetermined objectives are fulfilled or taken place. And we have fail. According to fail, management is nothing but to manage, to forecast, to plan, to organize, to command, to coordinate, and to control. So, to manage is to forecast, forecasting, and you have to organize, you have to command. That is the definition given by fail. And coming to the concept of management, management is a purposeful, goal directed activity with the accomplishment of objectives with and through the efforts of others. Its presence is felt in the form of results such as increased productivity. We can see the discipline among the workers, among the employees, and we can see the enthusiasm of the subordinates. See, that is, these are the how you can what we call how you can see them in the form of productivity, in the form of discipline, in the form of enthusiasm. Management creates teamwork and coordination among the specialized efforts. So it is all teamwork. The success of a group thus depends on the mutual cooperation among the members of the group. Management is indispensable in all organizations, whether it is a business firm, a government, or a hospital. Management is a creative force which helps in the optimum utilization of resources, men, material, money, machinery, into a productive enterprise. So whatever resources are available, you are making use of them to the maximum extent, and these resources are nothing but men, material, money, machinery, and we can have another method also. The how you do the method, the process or method is also very important. So management acts as one of the factors of production in addition to land, labor, and capital. Optimum utilization of men, material, money, machinery, and the methods greatly rely upon the quality of management. So, if the management, the success of the management, the quality, how we can what we call we can know means it is all because of the how best they utilize these resources. It is the main function of the management to frame the goals, objectives, and policies for the organization. Management is the rule making and rule enforcing body. Management is the network of relationships of superiors and subordinates where people are integrated through authority relationships. So it is all the integration, it is all the network of relationships. Okay, management has its ideas and concepts from disciplines like psychology, sociology, anthropology, economics, ecology, statistics, history, etc. Management integrates the ideas and concepts taken from these disciplines and presents newer concepts which can be put into practice for managing the organ. Scope of management. According to Parker Follett, management is the art of getting things done through others. Management is the process by which a cooperative group directs actions of others towards common goal. According to Taylor, management is the art of coordination of all resources through the process of planning, organizing, directing, and controlling in order to obtain stated objectives. And according to Fayol, to manage is to forecast and plan, to organize, to command, to coordinate, and to control. So, when we think about the scope of management, we can understand by dividing it into three parts. In the sense, economic resources play a very important role, the system of authority, class in the society. So first let us focus on the uh, economic resources. Management acts as one of the factors of production in addition to land, labor, and capital. Optimum utilization of men, material, money, machinery, and the methods greatly rely upon the quality of management. It means that the management should be effective enough to transform the inputs into the desired outputs, for which economic resources need to be brought together, which greatly depend upon the seriousness and dedication of the management. So, how best you are able to utilize the resources, based on that, your quality of the management we can evaluate. So the quality of management always it is proportional to the um, seriousness and dedication of the management in utilizing the resources which are available. So this is regarding the economic resources. And second, we have the system of authority. It is the main function of the management to frame the goals, objectives, and policies for the organization. Management is the rule making and rule enforcing body. Management is the network of relationships of superiors and subordinates where people are integrated through authority relationships. The management needs to give the instructions, orders, rules, decisions from the upward to the downward hierarchy, and similarly, the management needs to take suggestions from downward to upward hierarchy in the organization. So, the system of authority plays a very, very important role to achieve the desired objectives of the organization. And third one is class in the society. See, we have, according to sociologists, management has its own value system, uh, a unique class or value in the society. Today, modern organizations are becoming successful with the help of a class. Many businesses today are being operated by a class of people who contribute greatly to the success of business. So, therefore, in the society, the role played by certain group, they are unique class or the value or value in the society, they play a very significant role in what we call in developing the businesses. Okay, so their role, their contribution is very, very important. Nowadays we see young entrepreneurs coming and taking up new ventures and new enterprises, and really we have to appreciate them, we have to encourage them. So in rural or in urban areas, the youngsters who are coming forward and taking the business or starting up an enterprise, it is the need of the hour, and we have to encourage such people. So class in the society plays a very, very important role for the success of the management and also for the achieving the objectives of the enterprise or the organization. Next, very, very important concept is about the Henry Fayol's principles of management. He is a French industrialist, and we can call him as the father of modern management. Fayol has given 14 principles of management through which he contributed to the management thought. So there are 14 principles. Each and every principle plays a very, very important role, and one by one we discuss the points. First important principle of given by Henry Fayol is division of work. Fayol has advocated division of work to take the advantage of specialization. So he focused on the division of work. The workers always work on the same part. The manager concerned always with the same matters acquire an ability, sureness, and accuracy which increase their output. See, once we are working on a same job, and when we master it, when we achieve specialization in one particular area, naturally we can see that the output increases. Division of work can be applied at all levels of the organization. So fail, the first principle according to fail is division of work. Let us divide the work. Let them work on one particular task. Let them master the task and see that the output increases. And second point, we have authority and responsibility. He finds authority as a continuation or official and personal factors. Official authority is derived from the manager's position, and personal authority is derived from personal qualities. See, there are two, they play a very, very important role. We have two authorities. One is official and other one is personal. So here, the personal qualities such as intelligence, experience, moral worth, past services, etc., they are the personal qualities. So responsibility arises out of assignment of authority. So once you give the authority, the official authority, or definitely the role, the manager's role, and also based on his these official and personal factors, the manager's position and personal authority, he will be responsible, and at the same time with this authority he can see that the workers are able to do the task, complete the task. So he has to show his authority, at the same time he has to feel his responsibility. So this is the second point, or the second principle, which is what we call Henry Fayol tells about the principles of management. We have a third point is discipline. So discipline is nothing but obedience, energy, behavior, and our outward mark of respect shown by employees. See, discipline is of two types: self-imposed discipline and also command discipline. So there are two types of discipline. So some individuals, they have self-discipline. No need to have any external way of telling or something like that. Sometimes we have to command discipline. We have to. So there are so discipline is plays a very important role in the principles of management. And fourth one is unity of command. It means a person should get orders and instructions from one superior. Fayol has considered unity of command as an important aspect in managing an organization. If we violate this unity of command, then what happens? Discipline would be in danger, and order gets disturbed, and stability will get threatened. So one individual, he should get order from one person only, not several bosses. So if one individual, if he is accountable to one person, one superior or one boss, then he can execute that task, and he can complete the task in time. Number of persons are there, 3-4 individuals are telling him, then he can't take up the task, and also he gets disturbed, and the stability will be threatened. So unity of command is the fourth principle of management. Next we have unity of direction. According to this principle, each group of activities with the same objective must have one head and one plan. So everyone, the one head should be there and one plan should be there, and it is concerned with functioning of the organization in respect of its grouping of activities or planning. Unity of direction provides better coordination among various activities to be undertaken by the organization. So this is very important principle. Each group of activities with the same objectives. Say one group is there, they should have a clear objective, one head and one plan, such that the task can be accomplished by the entire group within time and in the best possible way. And sixth point is the subordination of individual to general interest. This is very, very important. Individual interest must be subordinate to the general interest. When there is a conflict between the two, we have to give importance to the general interest. So the subordinate interest has to come down. The agreement between the employers and the employees should be fair, and there should be constant vigilance and supervision. And always there should be a good rapport among the employers and also the employees. And it should be fair, and should be and there should be a constant vigilance and supervision. So that is very important. So, and always we have to focus the general interest should be superior rather than the individual or interest. Okay. So subordination of individual interest to general interest. Next, remuneration of personnel. Remuneration and methods of payment should be fair and reach the maximum possible satisfaction to the employees and employer. Reward for the work done should, as far as possible, be given satisfaction to both the employees and the employer. Various systems of payment of wages are not considered of universal applicability, and none of them can be offered as perfect, says Henry Fayol. The importance of non-financial incentives is also stressed by him, which now accepted as a matter of vital concern to the management. So, see, we can't motivate a worker or an employee only by giving financial benefits. See, we have to focus on the non-financial incentives also. Okay, so that is also very important, and he focused much on the non-financial aspects also, non-financial incentives also. So, okay, so that also motivates the workers. See, for example, I started my career as at a low-level job. See, after 3 years or 4 years, I am elevated for a promotion or something like that. Okay, I feel something better. Say after 5 years I got some promotion, I am elevated to this post. So from this level 2, I have reached to this supervisor level, and after for 5 years of working as a supervisor, I will be going elevated as a manager position or something. See, that is very, very important. See, the financial aspect is very, very much required, and non-financial incentives also, just like we can appreciate, we can praise, we can we can give some certificate, or we can give some promotion. These things, what happens is they motivate the employees. So remuneration of personnel and also the non-financial incentives also play a very significant role in motivating the employees of the organization. And next one is, according to Fayol, centralization also plays a very, very important role in the principles of management. Fayol refers to the extent to which authority is concentrated. Management should centralize the authority. It should centralize the authority. Management should see the maximum results are realized from all the faculties of personnel. Individual circumstances will determine the degree that will give the best overall yield. So and centralized administration, centralized management, and also we have to see that maximum results are realized from all the faculties of the personnel. Everyone works very well, and the output is good, and also give the best overall yield. So overall the performance should be high or better, something like that. Next one is scalar chain. Here the scalar chain suggests that each communication going up or coming down must flow through each position in the line of authority. It can be short-circuited only in special circumstances. When it's rigid, following would be harmful to the organization. For this purpose, Fayol has suggested gangplank, which is used to prevent the scalar chain from obstruction. So it is a very important concept. So the communication should going up or coming down must flow through each position in the line of authority. And next we have another important principle by name order. This refers to the arrangement of things and people in material order. There should be a place for everything and every thing should be in its place for everything, and everything should be in its place. In social order, there should be the right man in the right place. So two things play a very, very important role: the material order and also the social order. In material order, we have to keep it in mind that a place for everything, and everything should be in its place. So wherever we have to keep that particular material, we have to keep it there. And similarly, regarding the social order, the right man in the right place. See, that is very important. So if the correct person is in that particular job, he can do justice to it. And this regarding the place, why he is focusing on that particular place, see, we can save time unnecessarily. Otherwise, what happens? No, you will be wasting our time. If we are not keeping the things in the proper place, much of our time will be wasted. And similarly, if the correct person is not in the job, what happens? No, unnecessarily we will not achieve the desired output. So therefore, order is very, very important. And next one is equity. Equity is nothing but a combination of justice and kindness. This is very, very important. In equity in treatment and behavior is liked by everyone, and it brings loyalty to the organization. So equity application requires good sense, experience, good nature for soliciting loyalty and devotion among the subordinates. Equity ensures cordial relationship between the management and the workers. Smooth and successful working of an enterprise depends on healthy industrial relations which are built on enduring basis of justice and fair play. So equity does not exclude either forcefulness or inflexibility. So we should not force, or we should not, and inflexibility should not be there. So there should not be any force, and flexibility should be there, and kindness should be there, justice should be done. So these are the factors which develop a healthy relationship among the employees and the employer. Next one, stability of tenure. Stability of tenure is a reasonable security of jobs. Stability of tenure is essential to get an employee accustomed to new work and succeeding in doing it well. Unnecessary turnover is both cause and effect of bad management. See, an individual, when he joins, he has to learn the work, he has to do the work, and he has to be in that particular position, or in that particular organization for a few years, or for several years he has to work there. And turn around, if they have joined here, after 15 days or 1 month I am going to another company or to another organization, it is not advisable. So unnecessary turnover is cause and effect of bad management. Frequent changes should be avoided. He considers that it is much better to have one manager of mediocre quality than a sequence of able managers moving rapidly in and out of the function. So an average manager, and who will be working for our organization, is very much required. A talented person coming here and working for a few months, and if he quits the job, really it's not good. It's a bad management. So stability of tenure also plays a very, very significant role in the principles of management. And we have 2 points. Initiative. Managers should encourage their employees for taking initiative within the limits of authority and discipline. So whatever authority and discipline the individual possesses, he has to be very much, we have to encourage them to take initiative. Initiative increases zeal and energy on the part of human beings. Fayol describes initiative as one of the keenest satisfactions for an intelligent man to experience. Management should encourage every employee in his field of duties to turn out better work with the maximum versatility. Employees should be welcome to make any suggestions which should receive proper consideration by the management in formulation of its objectives and plans. See, when we are planning, or we have any framing the objectives of the organization, we can take the suggestions from the employees. Okay, so their role is also very important. So that is, we have to see that their participation is from the employee side is considered, and it definitely it will what we call they get satisfied, and we are encouraging the employees. That is very important, such that they also feel that our superiors or the management are considering their views and opinions. And finally, we have esprit de corps. Esprit de corps means union is strength. So, unity of command for establishing teamwork. Esprit de corps means spirit of loyalty and devotion, which unites the members of a group. It also means regard for the honor of the group to which one belongs. Fail called for harmonious relations among the personnel of the concern. Harmony among the personnel is a source of strength. So, when there is harmony, definitely it is a source of strength for us. Strength, stability, importance, and reputation depend on the harmonious relationship substituting among the personnel. So, therefore, we have to see that unity is developed among the employees. Unity is a strength. Whenever we are united, we can take up any task successfully, and we can complete the task successfully. So therefore we have to focus on union is strength, and with the strength only we get stability, and we can see that our reputation of the organization increases in the long run. So harmonious relationship plays a very, very important role. So these are the principles which are given by Henry Fayol with respect to principles of management. What are the need of principles of management, and also what are the limitations of principles of management? Let us discuss. See, when we think about the need of principles of management, here they are very important for the organization. According to Coons and O'Donnell, we have certain principles of management. For example, some reasons. See, for example, first one, have these principles of management. What is the need? If we ask, it helps in increasing the managerial efficiency. So the principle of management, definitely it will help the manager to take correct decisions, actions in various circumstances. They help to solve various issues and problems which may take place in an organization, and definitely it will increase the managerial efficiency. And coming to the other need, we have for example, it helps in understanding nature of management. The principles of management provide complete knowledge to a manager, with the help of which he analyzes his duties and responsibilities very effectively. Helps to train managers. So the principles of management are essentially required as a training technique for an organization. According to Henry Fayol, principles of management are necessary to train and educate future managers. In the absence of such principles of management, it is not possible to provide training to the managers or top level employees. So therefore, these principles of management, they are very much required, and when we get trained ourselves, we can apply them in the day-to-day situations, and we can see that the efficiency increases. And not only that, in future also these principles can be used by the next what we call younger generations. We can train them in these principles such that they can perform better. And it helps to improve research in management. These principles of management, definitely they are able to, we can develop innovative ideas and techniques through which organization can set its targets and visions. The knowledge gained through these principles helps the manager to conduct more research in the management field. So how best these principles are used? Are there any drawbacks, or can we improve these principles? In that way we can do research based on our organization, and we can see that still in a better way we can use these principles. So next we have it helps to make better coordination. So the principles of management definitely there we can make use of the available resources. We can we can coordinate, okay, the material and human resources to achieve the objectives or goals of the organization, and it helps to attain social objectives. The principles of management play a significant role in the development of the society. The use of management principles enables the managers to use the scarce resources in the best possible way for accomplishing the social goals. So, therefore, these are the need of the principles of management. Coming to the limitations of principles of management, principles of management are not accepted all over the world in today's competitive business environment. Some countries they may use it, some may not use them. Some principles of fail conflicts with each other, as principles of specialization conflicts principles of unity of command. Classical theories ignore important aspects of organizational behavior and does not solve the problems of leadership, motivation, power, or informal relations. See, these are also play a very important role. See, for example, we have neglected regarding the leadership, motivation, and also the informal relationship. They also play a very important role. So these are the drawbacks or the limitations of principles of management. The main objective of classical theory is to increase productivity. So it does not consider the impact of internal and external environment forces affecting the organization. All the time we are focusing on the output, and we are all thinking about the productivity. See, the productivity, okay, we have to increase the productivity, it's good, but there are internal factors and external factors. Those also we have to consider them also. So therefore, that is also one of the limitations of these principles of management, which is proposed by Fail. Okay, now let us discuss about the evolution of management thought and management theories. See, this concept of management is always available in business since so many centuries. The evolution of management thought is classified into various stages, which are commonly called as approaches or theories of management, or management theories or approaches. See, for example, evolution of management thought, we can see that we have theories or approaches. One is a classical theory, another one is called a neoclassical theory, and the third one is called a modern theory. Okay, so we can call it as classical approach, neoclassical approach, or modern approach. See, if you consider the classical approach, we have again it can be subdivided into three: bureaucratic management approach, scientific management approach, administrative management approach. If you have the approach of neoclassical, we have it can be subdivided into two: human relation theory or behavioral science theory. And if you see the modern approach, in this modern approach we have quantitative theory, we have system theory, we have contingency theory, contemporary theory. So these are the various theories or approaches. One by one we can discuss. Let us first focus on the classical theories or classical approaches. So these classical theories and approaches are the oldest form of techniques which were introduced during 19th century. These approaches emerged with the contribution of various practitioners and their thoughts. There are three types of approaches or theories of management introduced in classical evolution period of management. They are as follows: bureaucratic management theory, scientific management theory, administrative management theory. So if you see the bureaucratic management theory, or it is introduced by Max Weber in the year 1900. If you go to the scientific management theory, it was introduced by F.W. Taylor in the year 1910. And the administrative management theory was introduced by Henry Fayol during 1910. So everything in 1900, 1910, we got these classical theories. If you go to the neoclassical theories, The theme of neoclassical theory or approach to management is to deal the human factor. They have focused much on the human factor. These theories concentrate more on human relations rather than the management relations. The neoclassical theory was introduced during 19th century with the contribution of Mayo and Maslow. There are two types of neoclassical theories or approaches, and that is human relation theory and behavioral science theory. So human relation theory or approach is introduced by Elton Mayo through his Hawthorne experiment conducted at Illinois plant of Western Electric Company during 1927 to 1932. So 5 years of research yes done by Elton Mayo, and accordingly the human relation theory was developed. And we have another theory by name behavioral science theory. Behavioral science theory or approach is the extension of human relation theory of Elton Mayo. Under this theory, various authors contributed like Abraham Maslow, Gregor, Linkert, and Bernard. So many persons have contributed to this theory. And finally, we have the modern theory or modern approach, where it can be subdivided into four aspects: quantitative theory, system theory, contingency theory, and contemporary theory. So in the if you see the quantitative theory, the approach is known as mathematical theory, and this theory is developed and explained based on the basics of mathematics. In the system theory, it deals with the problems of organization and management. The major contribution to this theory is made by Bernard, who first considered the management in the context of a system, whereas other practitioners contributed in this theory includes Kenneth, Johnson, Martin, etc. So here in the system theory will be it deals much about the organization problems. Okay, and we have the contingency theory. Here the approach is known as situational approach. It was developed in the year 1970 by Lorch and Lawrence. Contemporary theory. The contemporary theory or approach is developed with the contribution of various practitioners like Likert, Drucker, Prahalad, Porter, and Peter. Now we are coming to the last topic, which is regarding the classical theories. We have bureaucratic, scientific, and administrative theories. So let us discuss about the bureaucratic management theory. This theory was proposed by a German sociologist by name Weber. He proposed that management functions are carried out based upon the recognition and exercise of authority in any organization. According to the bureaucratic management theory, smooth functioning of the organization depends upon the clear decision of authority in the hierarchy of the organization. This is very, very important. In bureaucratic management theory, smooth functioning always depends upon the decision making of the authority. That is very important. According to Weber, this is the most efficient form of organization. He proposed it in the name of rational legal. The term rational is used to indicate the specific objectives of the organization, and the term legal is used to indicate the clearly defined rules, regulations, policies, procedures upon which the whole organization runs. So if you see the features of bureaucratic management, we have say 5 features. First one is hierarchy of authority, division of work, division between personal and official work, rules and regulation, performance based promotion. So hierarchy of authority. There exists a clear hierarchy of authority in the organization which clearly explains the relationship between the supervisors and subordinates. Thus every employee in the organization knows about his reporting authority. So whom I have to report. So everyone they knows. So that is a hierarchy of authority. Next one is the division of work. An important feature of bureaucratic organization is the division of work among the members based upon their specialization. And we have third point, third feature, division between the personal and official work. There exists a clear division between the personal work of the employee and the official work performed by the employee. So next, rules and regulation. The organization is run based upon a system of rules and regulations performing every activity in the organization. And last feature is performance based promotion. The promotion of employees is carried out solely based upon their job performance. Organization which follows the bureaucratic system of management enjoy various benefits because there are rules and regulations for performing every task. Thus, every employee is aware about his work and performs it accordingly. The concept of division of work makes the employee specialized in the line of work. Thus, they perform their job task efficiently. The merit and performance based promotion system makes it fair and objective for the most desirable person to get promoted. Next, we have another what we call management theory by name scientific management theory. And as you all know, this theory was proposed by Taylor, F.W. Taylor, who is known as the father of scientific management. He believes that every work in the organization should be performed in a scientific method rather than following the rule of thumb or the traditional method of doing any job task. According to Taylor, management is the art of knowing exactly what you want men to do and seeing that they do it in the best and cheapest way. He worked at Mid-Valley Steelwork Incorporation in the year 1878 and later at Bethlehem Steel Company. At these companies, he conducted a number of experiments and employed the techniques of scientific management to increase the productivity of the workers manyfold. So Taylor also wrote number of books such as shop management, principles of scientific management, piece rate system, etc. He proposed the following principles of scientific management. We have to replace rule of thumb with the science. Harmony in the group action is required. Cooperation should be there. Maximum output we have to achieve. Development of workers. And last one is regarding the administrative management theory. And as you all know, the administrative management theory was proposed by Fayol. Planning is the key management function and it ensures that all future requirements of the organization are planned beforehand. Organizing includes providing all the various factors of production. Coordinating activity ensures that all resources are binded together in a resourceful manner. Controlling ensures that all activities are carried out as planned. Commanding includes the correct method of leading the employees to perform the work in a smooth manner. Fayol's administrative management theory had contributed immensely to the field of management. He proposed aspects such as specialization of work, delegation of authority and not responsibility, etc. So these are the concepts which we have studied. So we have covered various aspects. First, we have started with the management meaning, definition, concept and scope. Later, we have discussed about the Henry Fayol's principles of management. We have discussed about the need and limitations of principles of management. We have studied about the management thought and also the management theories. And finally, we have discussed at length regarding the classical theories. Thank you.